you all have separated into groups, sent off to do various tasks to achieve your common goals. The area of the pit is bustling and packed. Rex, you've never seen it this busy before. There is a stadium that was sort of set up makeshift like in the last 20 minutes. There's so many people in it that it is looking precarious. But your boss probably doesn't care about that. Up in the announcer's booth over the fighting pit, you see Sin standing there with a microphone like hanging down from the ceiling of this booth, looking over the pits. Currently there is this like very hard-hitting like dubstep-esque music that is filling this area in a almost jarring and unsettling way. It's like way too loud. The stands are roaring as they get amped up for this event. And we see Kian and Nevis making their way up to the announcer's booth.
So I definitely do not have a plan.
Oh, neither do I.
Oh, yay, improv.
It's gonna be great. Yes.
Ooh, what a fun bonding activity.
You two get to the base of this booth, and there are two large guards standing there.
Do you want the left one or the right one?
I'll take left.
Okay, I'll go for the right.
Nevis just walks up to the one left and says, "Hello, big boy."
I was gonna say that!
Wait, I'm sorry. Do you guys walk up to each of these at the same time and say hello there, big boy, at the same time?
Oh, yes!
Amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Coincidentally, you're looking at what appear to be twins. They're both like 6.5 feet tall, very muscularly built. They have blue skin and what appear to be like seaweed-esque hair that is like pulled back, and they have like very bright white eyes. They both appear to be wearing casino uniforms, and they look down at you as you both say. Can I just get the soundbite of you guys both saying that at the same time, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, should we both say it at the same time? Okay.
I'll do a countdown.
Okay. Hello, big
Hello,
boy.
big boy.
We're clipping that.
Is that why you said it? Damn it! I don't know why I didn't think about what it would be used for.
Rookie mistake.
Prepare for anything. That's the
Y'all,
key.
that's the ad. That's the ad for the show. It's just,
Thank you for your
Yes.
donation.
thank you so much for the advertising.
That's what plays anytime someone subs to Janelle, just me and On say hello, big boy.
I go to your channel next to Nell, and that's not the sub sound when I sub. I'm gonna be pissed.
That's amazing.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah, just
100% setting
Pop
that.
that.
It's so good.
Good.
Holy shit.
I'm so happy.
Can you guys both roll to seduce these guys?
Roll to
Absolutely.
seduce.
Roll to seduce.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Okay, what's the DC, Janelle?
Oh gosh, I mean, I'm gonna say the DC's a 5.
Okay, it's not.
Okay, got a
Not super
4.
hard.
Phew.
This is just a normal check, not like a reaction.
No, this is you walked up to
Sweet.
them. So
Yeah,
no,
just wanted to be
that's
sure
not
because
your
I-
reaction.
Because I have hesitant, and it only applies to reaction checks, so I wanted to be sure. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. So you guys both walk up, say this in tandem, and the guards look a little caught off guard.
Write it down.
They,
Guys are caught off guard.
they.
Oh, guard.
Well, okay. How tall is Nevis? I know that Kian is pretty tall.
She's 5'4".
Amazing.
I'm a whole
So-
foot taller than you.
The one on the left is looking down at Nevis, and the other one on the right is looking up at Kian. As you both say this, and they're just like, "Can I help you?"
I don't know, can you?
We could really use your help. We've
There's something really heavy that needs to be lifted.
Oh, where? We can lift things. They look at each other and they're like, yeah, we can lift things.
with arms like that, I'm sure you could.
You have the ability to cut things if what I say next is not great. Just if you want to cut it or not, that's all on you.
I love it when my players give me a warning before they speak.
Janelle, content warning.
I just in case. So no, they ask. The heavy thing needs to be lifted. Yeah, your dick on the ground.
What? Yeah.
I'm not cutting that. That's 100% staying.
Oh God!
I need to know what all of our faces look like. I need a screenshot of our faces. Oh my gosh.
I think it's that. Do you look like if this guy went to like pick you up, do you look inviting in this moment?
You know, it's probably a little dumb mommy at the moment.
Okay.
So yes and no. He wants to, but he's not sure if he should.
Yeah, basically, like this guy looks like. Am I supposed to just like whisk this person away? Like what?
Kian's gonna hold out her hand.
He takes your hand and goes, "Whoa, where are we going?"
Somewhere
Maybe.
more private.
Okay. He's just like, yeah, you can lead this dude wherever. He's going to follow you.
I think Nevis is going to interject and say, maybe you could take us to some sort of really dirty janitor's closet, and we'll meet you there. We have to do something together first. I hate myself.
You know, I love that. You boys go sit in the other room. We'll get ourselves ready. It has to be a surprise. You can't see us and we can't do it out in the open. So, we'll come find you in a few moments.
Their blue skin turns purple. It's like these full-grown men who are supposed to be guarding the way up into this booth piece the fuck out and are like, oh, okay. Walk straight into a janitor's closet that's like nearby and shut the door and just sit there patiently waiting.
Kian is gonna look at Nevis. Give me one moment. I don't want them coming out of the closet. So with my healing liquid that we had discussed that could be kind of manipulated into other things, I want to turn it into a sedative that I can gift these gentlemen with.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely
She's gonna
do
do
that.
it just real quick, just like going in the pockets that she pulls out from her chains, makes something, and goes into the closet. You hear just two, like, dum dum. And then Kian walks out. That's taken care of.
It was very fast. Okay.
They seem to be lightweights.
Hmm.
You're
Well.
cute. Okay, we should go inside.
Okay. So
You two
Yeah,
start
Nevis
to
just-
make your way up to the announcer's booth. As that is happening, we are going to go over to Jasna. Jasna, how are you sneaking down into this fighting pit? You see that your friend has been kind of like dragged inside, and people are like, casino workers are positioned ready to open this large box. Annette is like in the rink, which has been locked, like frantically looking for a way out, but she's kind of like looking around, fish out of water situation.
Is it like a closed cage thing, or is it just like a big, like, kind of ring? Like,
think like 12-foot tall, fencing that kind of goes around it. There is no ceiling though. So the stands are higher above. The stands are like over where the rail track is, right? So they're like 30 feet up. And the pits are like in this recessed area below.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a couple ideas. And so my comms to her are not working at all whatsoever.
To Annette, no.
Okay. Is there a place that I could position myself in the crowd so that when I determine the appropriate moment is of the distraction, I could fly in, grab her, and we can both fly out together?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to go ahead and like stand at the top of the stadium seating, you would be able to jump from there probably and fly down into this pit.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll do that then. And just wait for the most opportune moment where everyone is distracted and stuff to fly in. Yeah.
Do me a favor
I imagine it might not be right now. It might be a while.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't necessarily started yet, and we don't have confirmation on
I want to do it in the
distraction.
middle of pandemonium, like whenever yeah.
You go to like position yourself at the top of the stands. Are you trying to be sneaky about this or anything, or are you kind of just going with the hope that the crowd is giving you enough cover?
Yes. Not necessarily like doing anything slow, but definitely trying to hide herself, yes.
Okay, go ahead and make like a stealth roll for me, just to see if anyone like clocks.
Four.
Okay. You are able to get up to a vantage point where you think you're going to be able to kind of swoop in at the opportune moment, and it doesn't appear like anyone is following or watching you.
Okay. How many people are in the crowd?
So this isn't like a huge area, but probably like a little bit over 100 right now.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, cool. And do I see, like, are there lots of guards? Are there lots of people that work for the casino around? Like, how can I, like, as I'm there, can I just, like, in general survey the people that work for the casino just so when the time comes I have a little bit more information?
Yeah, make like a perception type roll for me.
Yeah.
You're kind of like trying to pinpoint important personnel and know where to
I got an
avoid.
8. Yay.
You're looking around, and it's kind of hard with the amount of people in here to figure out. You definitely clock a couple personnel that are like at the bottom of the stands, probably there to block people from trying to interfere in the fight. There seem to be like 2 people in the actual pit who are fiddling with the box. And then besides that, you do see like the announcer's booth. It looks like Sin is up there, and then there's also another shadowed thing, but you can't like fully make out who that might be. And that's it.
Cool.
Okay. We fade away from Jasna like getting into position. And we go back to the vault from before, where we see Mags and Rex. How are you guys prepping in this moment?
How secluded out of view is this thing?
There's no one
From the
else in this
general-
hallway besides you guys.
Okay. Any particular, like, console?
There doesn't seem to be. That's kind of the weird thing about the vault. There's this big wheel on it that I mentioned before that's like made out of steel, and then there are the lights that kind of go across at the top that are currently green.
Okay. The next time the, Sin does his big booming announcement voice, I'm gonna watch and see if the lights change color in reaction to whatever he says, or whatever personality pops up.
Okay.
I'm also doing my best to ignore Rex, as he's probably doing the same to me.
Yeah, I'm pacing a little bit. It's been like, can't believe I'm stuck with you, Panic. Not who I want to be with, but beggars can't be choosers, can we?
It's Mags.
Anyone beneath me is pain or panic. It's all that matters to you.
You want me to help you? It's Mags.
And he's just watching. He's watching the lights as well.
As you guys are looking up at these lights every so often, those don't seem to be changing. Those are staying green. However, on the wheel, there are like certain symbols. There is a heart, a mouth, a coin, an eye, a closed eye, a dagger, a crown, what appears to be a broken heart. It's a very low maintenance system.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I assume the code's different for which one of them's in charge.
It's different on which one's in charge, and also who's the last one to hold the reins, so to say. Also, sometimes they just decide to throw everything out, depending on who's taken over. Just hope it's Sloth. Sloth is the easiest one to figure out.
Yeah, Sloth normally just makes the code, like you spin it like 3 things to the closed eye.
Yeah. Yep. Anyone else?
One.
Exactly. Password.
I don't know. Lust would probably be 6969.
Rex kind of pauses for a minute and is like, "Oh my god, that's exactly what she does." Like, yep.
It's okay.
I'm only disappointed because Lust can do so much better than that. So pedestrian. They're far more pleasurable positions.
With an ego like yours, one has to stoop.
You are a short one. I'm sure I could stoop pretty low for you.
Maybe some other time.
Your loss.
We are on the job.
I suppose we don't have the time.
All right, as we zoom out from that interaction,
I love how everybody's characters starting to flirt with each other. Now we just need to get in a room with Jasna and we can all just sit around complimenting each other and talking about how cute everyone is.
Yes.
Guys, I didn't know this show was gonna be this horny. I mean, I'm here
I
for
didn't
it.
either.
I wasn't.
I'm sorry,
I just
started
didn't
it.
know.
I think it's Jacob's
No,
fault.
yeah, I was gonna say, I think you started it.
I
It's
100%.
It's not my fault this time.
100% started it.
Yeah.
We go back to the announcer's booth. As you two are walking up, you hear Sin come across the announcements and broadcast to everyone there.
Welcome, welcome, one and all. Won't this be wonderful? Everyone place your bets on the pads provided.
And Jasna, you notice in the crowd that these podiums kind of jut up out of the stands in front of everyone, and one actually appears in front of you, and you see that kind of looks like a video game on here, where there are different bets you can make, and it appears to be where in this arena is someone going to lose blood. And it's like you pick one of the squares and then you place a bet on it. Kind of like a very twisted version of like a football cross bet thing. So it's like people are betting on where blood is going to be spilled in the arena. Doesn't necessarily say like whose, anyone's. You also see bets at the top of this that indicate more violence and less violence. So people can like pay to like change some aspect of it. Not really sure like how that could be done, but there is a way to like place money into these categories for some reason. And as that is happening, once again, the announcements kind of continue.
And we are so pleased to show you our latest acquisition.
And at that, you see that the two people in the arena kind of finally undo the bindings on this box. And a creature steps out. You see this creature step out. It has like gray scaled skin. Not like a serpent, but more just like this dry, crackly skin. It has large elephant ears jutting out of the side of its head. 2 horns on top that curl, and then these massive like tusks that come out. It has what's kind of like a lizard's like dragon-esque nose. There are some of these like stone-looking scales on its cheeks, and more importantly, it is massive. It looks like its muscles have been amplified somehow. This thing is standing at like 7 feet on top of its like hooved legs. And it has these like tubes going into the back of its head that also attach to these like massive gauntlets on its arms that are lit up with these green lights and like some indicator readings that are going off. And you see that there is an amber liquid that is kind of going in between the gauntlets and these tubes that are connecting into the back of its head. And I'm gonna need perception checks from, I guess, everyone who can see this. So that's going to be Jasna, Nevis, and Kian.
And as an aside, I did give the remote back to you, Nevis.
Okay.
After telling you that it looks like it's open a gate, close a gate kind of thing.
Oh dear. Okay.
I got a
Yup.
1.
You got a 1,
4.
4, and a 2? Okay. So all of you guys, well, actually, Nevis, maybe you won't get this at first, but eventually it will kind of click into place. But I'll say Jasna and Kian, you immediately, from the conversation before, kind of notice one of these tubes, like one of the gauntlets that it goes into, has a red light. and the other one has a green light, as if potentially the button that Nevis has can control the amber flow into this creature.
So, Nevis, do you see the two different colors there? What does it look like on the remote that you were given?
Janelle?
Yeah, you pick it up
I don't
and you
remember.
have the same color lights and
Okay.
a button.
Okay.
Those. Press the red button.
Okay. She
I want
presses
to try
it.
something. See if it works. See if they're connected.
You press the red button, and you guys see the red gauntlet. The tube that is connected to the back of this creature's head, the liquid in it stops moving. It seems like it's draining.
See that? The way you have controls how much amber it has.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, have fun. This could be the distraction.
She's pressing the red-
Just like pressing all the buttons.
Yeah, she's just gonna press it a bunch and see if she can drain it.
Yeah, you keep pressing it. And you see like the creature in the pit, it originally like kind of starts to charge towards Annette, but as like you keep hitting the red button, you see that it like actually like falls like onto one knee in front of Annette and like looks like it's like kind of crumbling. There's like steam coming out of its nose as it looks like infuriated and goes to like swipe at Annette with one of its massive arms. She is able to kind of like flutter back a little bit out of its grasp, but this thing is able to like get back up. It's not necessarily, you're not necessarily stopping it, but you are doing something to it.
Are the red lights and red buttons on both sides of this fob?
Mm-mm. There's just one,
Just the one
side of it
side.
that has the red light and one side that has the green light.
Okay. Do we think this is helping?
Honestly, I don't know, but everybody in the crowd seems concerned. So, that's good to me.
Yeah, there's a
And
lot
then
of
was able
booze
to-
happening.
It's
Now,
out of the
currently.
way, so maybe that'll give Jasna some time. Think of something to do something. I don't know.
Jasna, as you are seeing this with no idea that Nevis is necessarily controlling it, are you still waiting?
Do I have communications with anybody?
I guess
think
it
so.
matters.
I think we were given.
Yeah,
like,
you should have communications with me and Kian.
Mm-hmm.
Say, hey, Kian, how are we doing on that distraction?
this is the distraction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I guess.
we'll just keep doing what
all
we're
right.
doing, and you do something.
Okay.
Kian, don't forget about the code.
Oh.
We need to. Yeah.
I'm working on it. We should probably
I
get in there
think-
and talk to Sin.
Yes, and as they're going in, she's Nevis is just gonna tell Rex, I'm pressing a button and it's really wonderful. Oh my god!
Rex smiled the biggest grin and just goes, "Oh, kitty, you know that's mine."
Yes. Yes, it is.
Engaging pillow talk over there.
Mind your own business, Panic.
Sure thing, Chuckles.
You've been playing Dragon Age, haven't you?
I can't see again. I
Oh my gosh.
And if that's the distraction, then Jasna will
Do something
fly
epic.
in and try to save her friend Annette.
All right, as this thing keeps going to charge at Annette, it is like downed a little bit because of what Nevis was doing. Go ahead and roll to... Are you trying to fly at this thing, or you're trying to swoop in, grab Annette?
Yeah, I'm trying to swoop and grab Annette.
Okay.
And if need, as she gets closer, she'll be like, Annette, behind you, like, you know, try to get attention, her, or, you know, or some sort of caw.
Okay. As you swoop in, get Annette's attention, and go to make this maneuver, go ahead and make a, I guess it's like a control roll sort of situation.
After Jasna picks up Annette, press the green button like crazy.
Okay.
A movement check?
Yeah, that'll work.
8.
Okay. You swoop down and you try and pick up Annette, but as you do, this thing is in full charge and it slams into both of you. You regain 1 effort. If you've used any. And I believe you're just taking 1 harm.
Okay.
As this thing like charges into you, but you are kind of like knocked onto the ground as it does so.
Okay.
And this thing is like on top of you and Annette, like its
Awesome.
horns are like not its horns, its tusks are kind of like ripping into the ground on either side of you two, and you guys are like pinned between them.
I pull out this little like small metal cylinder, and she like clicks it, and it opens up into this long bow staff, and I just want to swirl. I want to like and use my control wind to like kick up dust and dirt into this creature's face so we can make it get away. Not trying to attack it, I'm trying to distract it.
Okay, so yeah, roll to distract this thing. Just reminding people, you guys can also spend effort to help, potentially, but just as a reminder. Not that you need to. But...
Since Kian and Nevis are technically already helping in this, I do want to give one of my effort because I took an extra one. How many? I have 3 and everybody else has 2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll give.
I have 3 as well.
Yes.
So I can also give someone 1.
Sweet.
Okay.
I'm definitely giving one to Jasna.
Okay.
I want to call you Jessna, like Jess. I think it's like jazz.
Yeah, like jazz. Yeah.
So I believe that allows you to roll multiple die and take the higher number.
Yeah.
The lower number.
Should I use my control wind ability or my create weapon ability?
Ooh.
I mean, it's technically both.
And it says if there's a choice, you use the
lowest one. You use the highest one you must use, and the lowest one you can use. So it depends on if the abilities say you must use a whatever or you can use a whatever. What do they say?
Well, the gust of wind is strong enough to move a small creature or object to an adjacent zone. To move a creature, you must make a check, but this isn't moving a creature. And then my create weapon says it doesn't say can or must.
Okay. Then I think that's just because we're trying to like get this thing distracted. Just roll a d10 and the check will be pretty low. The check will be like a 7.
Cool. So I'm rolling 2 d10s and using the better number.
Yes.
Because of the help from Kia.
Technically, I think you can roll 3d10 because you got 1 from each of them.
Are you helping me as well,
I don't.
Nevis?
Of course.
Okay. All right.
She's pressing the button. She's feeling really good. So
I got
she's
a 2.
gonna help.
Rapidly.
That helped a lot.
Yeah.
to
Doing that, not only do you kick up like the dust, but you also push this creature back a bit. It is massive, but you're able to kick up enough dust and push it back far enough that you're not pinned beneath it, like between the tusks anymore, and you are able to then get to your feet. Are you gonna fly out of here?
Yeah.
Okay, you
Towards if I could fly towards the booth as even more of a distraction.
Okay.
would be
Yeah,
great.
you take off towards the booth, and just as like a last little bit, can you give me like a perception type roll to notice some things?
6.
Nope, you don't notice anything. You're flying towards the booth.
Is Annette flying with me, or is she going in a different direction?
Oh, I thought you were carrying Annette.
Okay, yeah, then she's with me. Yep. Mhm.
Okay.
Cool.
We go back to our ladies who are making their way up to the announcer booth.
Yeah.
You guys get to the top of this area. You see that Sin is like looks furious and is like screaming out like incoherently as Jasna is flying towards the booth.
What color are his eyes at this point?
Right now they're red.
Mags. Red is the color. But says it really quietly, like just like watching Sin from like this slit in the door.
You got anything for red, Rex?
Wrath is the one in charge. Fuck.
Seems like there's
What are
something
they-
happening.
Sounds like it. What are they doing to my casino?
Ain't yours yet.
This is the only one I didn't want to be in control.
Max,
Wrath doesn't have a code. Wrath is just rage.
no code on red. See if you can get someone else.
Ooh, fuck. That's gonna be a little difficult. But, we'll try.
I'm confident in your strengths.
Kian is gonna look over at Nevis, so you're just like furiously pressing a button, like giggling to yourself.
Yeah, just like, I think this is helping.
Sweet. I'm gonna leave Nevis to her own devices. And slowly.
He's pressing a button.
Oh, actually, before going into the room, hey, Max, one question. Can you ask Rex who would have been in charge of this creature?
Do you know who's in charge of the creature tonight?
I will say Rex would know that generally when making business deals with Atlas or whoever, Sin normally has either greed or pride doing the negotiating.
Well, I mean more like, who's like physically in charge of the creature and like hooking up the vials.
Oh.
Yeah.
Casino employees, pretty much.
Yeah.
So if I
Pain.
okay,
Pain and Panic are the ones who handled that.
perfect. Pain and Panic. Nice names. Thank you.
That's what he calls everyone.
Oh. Okay, wish me luck. And opens the door just a little bit and knocks to get Sin's attention.
You go ahead and knock, and Sin is not the one who opens the door. You see that there is a elven woman. She looks a little bit older than most elves present, which kind of gives you an idea that she is ancient. She has like slicked back ash blonde hair that kind of goes off to a side and is like covering one ear. She has this very like detailed jewelry of like spikes around her neck and a couple bangles. Did we decide it was iron was the expensive? Yeah. So, and you can tell that this is all made of iron, which is the rarest metal in this city. She has tattoos of moth wings tattoos of butterfly wings on her arms. And she has these cybernetic butterfly wings that go out behind her that are like a bright blue and yellow, and then the bottom portions are tipped in like a neon pink. And she is also like wearing this very modern, clean, aesthetic black dress.
Oh, would she know who I am then? Because I am the moth.
Yeah. I think she kind of looks you up and down. And goes, "What are you doing here?"
First things first, I come to deliver a message to you. And she holds out her hand for the other woman to take hers.
She looks you over, and then
She
goes
just
ahead
has
and
really soft eyes right now.
takes your hand.
And she clasps her hand and strokes her hand where the tattoos are. My message to you is you will not have these any longer. Here soon. I will relieve you of your curse. But I need to have but a moment with Sin, please.
She thinks for a moment and then steps to the side and goes, "By all means."
And may I catch your name?
Lilith. She gives you like a little nod.
I will remember that. And I start to little box forward.
Can you make a, I guess just like a knowledge check, like to search your memory?
Ooh, I could use investigate.
Yeah, that will work.
Okay, it's a D8. It's a 5.
Yeah, even with that. Lilith is the CEO of Atlas.
Perfect. She, Kian gives her a little, like, head bow and turns to go and talk to Sin.
Okay. You walk into the room and you see that Lilith actually kind of like disappears into the shadows of this area. And all that's left are like these glowing outlines of where her wings are or were.
Can I like be in the door so that it's not just like close by, so Kian isn't completely by herself?
Yeah, absolutely. Would you have been listening into this conversation at all?
I think she would have been listening, but like obviously helping.
Okay.
Like slightly distracted, pressing this button, like, ooh.
Like, huh?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, you can approach Sin, who is screaming. I actually think I'm gonna have you guys roll. Do we? Yeah. We need to figure out the turn order for this because Jasna is also flying towards you right now. So everybody needs to make a reaction check.
Oh shit! I have to use a D12.
Same.
Oh.
And then
Okay,
y'all tell me what the order for that is.
I'm going to use my effort to use my lucky so that I can succeed.
Cool.
I get lucky.
10.
Jasna's a 10.
I rolled another 1.
Damn.
goodness.
Alright. Rex is a 1.
Is your casino?
It is. They're loaded dice, so I mean.
It's fitting.
You weren't supposed to say that.
Kian, what'd you get?
Can you say that again, Greg? You weren't supposed to say that.
You weren't supposed to say that.
So good.
I have so many voices I can make to my dog, but when I'm on camera, they just all go.
Oh.
Oh,
I know the feeling.
voices are fun. Just do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
What did Nevis,
They're talking to
Kian, and
Pepper.
Mags get for their rolls?
I passed. So whatever
I also
that
passed.
is.
I guess just a 1? So you guys all get 1s?
Sure.
Oh, I got a 3.
Oh,
I got
okay.
a 4.
Okay. So then.
So what Lucky does, just for future reference, is when you roll the highest possible number for a check, you can spend 2 effort to succeed instead of fail.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is to determine combat order, though.
Oh, well, I didn't realize that. Let me just roll again. 3.
Okay, that works.
Let me get my effort back.
That actually works, because then Nevis and Kian are going on the same turn. Okay, so it's gonna go Rex, y'all. Then it's gonna go Mags, and then Jasna. So Jasna is like the slowest flying moving object towards this booth.
Yep.
Um,
Sounds about right.
quick question.
Yes.
So we are in this booth. We have already caused the distraction, but while we're in here, should we be looking for a code? Is that what we're doing?
It's kind of we're just going with like the code
Color of
is
the dice.
depends on who is in charge
Oh, right,
of the
okay.
body. So if you guys
I
were
see.
to switch the personality that Sin has out, that code's gonna change.
Okay.
We've already established like the easiest one to guess would be Sloth.
Okay.
The other ones are gonna have like patterns that make sense. But yeah, Sloth would definitely be the easiest one if you could do something to draw that personality type out.
Followed by lust.
Yeah, we also established that Lust is like
I mean,
3, 6, 9.
Nah. Nice.
okay. Well, I'm here ready to help, but also I'm gonna like just look around and see if there's anything useful for us, and see if I can sneakily do it. Only if there's a moment where I think we need it
okay.
for whatever reason. I want to use my tail again.
First up is technically Rex. Rex, is there anything you're doing while you're waiting for this that would help, or do you want to go straight to Kian and Nevis?
I think he'd go straight to Kenan Nevis. I think
Okay.
all he's doing is just like pressing the earpiece and it's like, say something. Someone say something. So yeah.
Kian and Nevis, what are y'all doing? Nevis, you said you're looking around for something useful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or like like a picture with grandma or something to make it like because we're trying to embarrass this person too, just
Sure.
in case.
You don't see any personal effects here, but what you do see that might be useful for your means is alcohol. There's lots of alcohol here. There are tons of bottles that have been laid out and glasses of all sorts. So that is potentially helpful, maybe.
I'm gonna play with the term lust.
Sure.
Not in the way that you guys are thinking.
Okay.
Surprisingly. No, I'm sorry to disappoint. Nevis, will you hand me one of those bottles?
And then she immediately looks around for glasses and just helps herself. She pours 3 glasses.
Kian will take 2 and delicately walk over to Sin. Sin, darling,
He turns to you, not expecting anybody else to be here except for the guest he had invited, but kind
Can't
of
see, but I'm holding
recognizes
glasses.
you as someone who may have an affiliation with Lilith, so isn't like immediately ripping your head off or anything.
Mhm.
What do you want?
Sweetheart, red isn't the greatest color on you. But I have a suggestion. Because I did some digging for you before I came up here. Here, take this drink. And she'll hand it over to him.
He takes it like very roughly, like some of it spills.
Gentle. You know that's expensive. Now, let's turn that anger into something a little bit more productive. I have within my mind the names of those who fucked up tonight. Now, I have a question for you. Well, more of a challenge. I want you to think about what you would do to them when you get their names. I want you to lust after this violence and depravity.
See, normally I would say that would still be wrath, but we'll make it interesting. You can roll for it to try and get this to go the way you're hoping. To get violence to be lust and not wrath, though, you're gonna need at least a 3.
Okay.
I'll say with a 6 or under, the personality will shift, though.
I got a 3. Exactly.
Okay!
I almost passed out. Like I see stars.
You see that Sin leans into you. And I don't think it goes exactly the way that Kian expected, but it's more like you offering up these names makes Sin desire you. And as Sin is looking at you, their eyes go from red, and they lighten and brighten and turn pink. And he leans in and goes,
I would be so generous to the person who gave me those names.
Kian is gonna slightly side-eye to see if Nevis sees the change in eyes.
Can I?
yeah, you can absolutely see.
Okay. So
Sin's
I think
eyes are like bright. So-
yeah. I think she would say something that would sound like she's speaking to the two of them.
Mhm.
But she would be speaking to Rex and say, "Darling, your favorite." And then walk over with the bottle and start pouring more.
It's amazing. With
Yeah,
that, we go to Mags.
Mags is waiting patiently for Rex to
You guys are right next to each other. Rex
Yeah.
would have heard
Yeah.
Nevis say that, so you guys can just talk
Yeah.
to each other. That's
So
fine.
Yeah.
Rex would go, Kitty, are you giving me a little foreplay, or are you
got it.
telling me that Sin no longer is wrathful and is now lusting a wee bit?
Both. She whispers it.
Yes.
She says that really quietly to make
Yeah.
sure that Sid can't hear that.
Amazing.
I panic. It's
Oh my gosh.
crown, heart, crown, coin. That's how we want to get in.
You go ahead and move the dials to hit those symbols, and the lights at the top of the door turn red, and it swings open. Inside, you see a couple different data pads. There is also a large computer at the back. And there are cases of amber in here as well.
We found our amber. Tapping in to talk to Kian and Jasna. I think I found the missing shipment as well.
As you say that into the comms that go to Jasna, you have now flown straight into the announcer booth, crashing through here, where you see Kian and Nevis and Sin, who, upon this interruption, turns to you, and their eyes change from pink to green.
Mm-hmm.
And an alarm goes off throughout the entire casino. And that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
Table Talk is not your typical D&D TTRPG podcast. We are not here to run you through our whole campaign.
We're here to talk about everything else in the space of tabletop roleplay.
I'm your host, Alejandra Wilhelm.
And I'm also your host, Mariah Gresham.
And we're your tabletop roleplay girlies.
Sell dice? I'll take like 10 of them. My budget's set to $50,000, but that is dwindling. Each booth I hit, $200 is a minimum. Bag isn't empty, filled with games, I'm never playing them.
I must be Jenny D, all the brand deals that I'm rolling in. You can call me Dr. Meeple, cause I got many men invested in this hobby. Next con, you know I will attend. VIP access badge, cause I influence me. Go cast wish. You could never ever rock a con like this. Grit like me. Go cast wish. You could never ever 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 rock a con like this.